Hello. It's been a long time. My voice is not great because I've been sick. Not like serious sick, but like we went on a trip to Wisconsin not that long ago, and it turns out like I'm allergic to Wisconsin. True story. So that happened, and that was really poopy. So all of us wound up getting kind of sick. I'm of course taking my pictures to tell everybody I'm live. But anyway, so we all got pretty bad allergies up there, and so we're all kind of like dealing with the after effects of having allergies. And that has been not so fun, but I'm getting over it, and I usually don't cough anymore, so I'm hoping that I won't start coughing, but that's when my voice sounds really, really bad. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to, what the heck? I'm hoping that I'll be able to like get through this stream without having to cough. Because sometimes when I start coughing, it's like really, I can't stop. I found that I can't eat almonds. I usually eat almonds for breakfast, and now I've noticed that when I'm eating almonds, it's making me cough worse, which is kind of weird. But anyways, I'm trying to post, but I'm apparently not doing nothing the way I usually do it because it's been so long, so my brain's not super great, I guess. Hopefully everybody's having a great Halloween. Mine is not bad. It's just kind of, it is what it is. I've just been busy. I did have my birthday not that long ago. I wanted to go live for that too, and I did not. And that kind of sucked. But I've just been busy. Like, I don't know, with like personal stuff, and like work's been crazy, so I've been like really tired. But anyway, let me just send this to the people that usually get on my live and see if they're awake. Sometimes they're not awake, which is fine. And then I usually leave this up. And I have a couple people that'll watch it like later and stuff, which is fine too, because life is what it is. So I'm going to show off the stuff that I got, and then I'm going to try to do a makeup look like super fast. Let me see if I can pull it up so that way I can show you guys. It's from Doki Doki Panic on Instagram. And I'm going to change it a little bit like I usually do. I'll post it on my Instagram like usual. But I really like the way that the makeup is around the mouth especially. And they did like a full like makeup tutorial. So I'm going to do my best to try to follow it kind of. I already have some makeup on from work. And I don't necessarily want to get rid of all of my makeup just because, I don't know. I know my lighting's bad as usual, and I'm squinting because I'm blind. So I'm going to do my best to remember that my camera's up here, and we're just going to do our best with the lighting situation. Eventually, I want to take everything upstairs because my lighting is way better up there, but taking all my makeup upstairs is really annoying, which is the only reason why I haven't done it yet. So I'm going to show off some of the stuff that I recently got. We did go, I'm going to show this just because it's kind of funny. So I got this when we went to Medieval Times when we were up in Wisconsin. The Medieval Times that we went to is technically in Illinois, but we were like kind of in the vicinity. And I got this jester's hat just because I'm kind of like known for being the court jester at work. It's kind of like a joke that they call me. So I got this, but of course it's not like super high quality. So I think what I'm going to do is cut, you can hear the little bells. I'm going to cut the inside open so that I can stuff these so that they stay more full looking. And then I'm going to sew it back up because I don't like how like flat they are. I want them to be like full and fluffy. So I'm going to work on that at some point and just stuff it with like blanket material or something. I don't know. B got he gets Boston Scaly hats, those like paperboy kind of looking hats. But they had a Jason that they call the Nightmare 4. They do like Halloween collections. And this time it was Jason. I think that it was Freddy last year. And the packaging for these is always like really, really good. So even like the inside of the box is like super decorated. So he gave me the box so I can keep it because Jason's my favorite. I'm wearing a shirt today. And the hat came in this bag. That's also really cool. Hopefully everybody can see it okay. And he's got the hat. I don't have the hat. And then it came with a lanyard that says Boston Scaly and Nightmare 4 with your like ID kind of card for Camp Crystal Lake counselor kind of name badge, ID badge kind of situation. And it came with the pins too, which I'm going to put on my pin board. I made a pin board. I should have brought that down so I could show that off too, but I didn't. I have it. It's going to be upstairs where I do my Lego stuff. So I'll eventually show that off. But of course I like the pins because I like Jason. Jason's always been my favorite since forever. I don't really know why, but I don't know, maybe it was the giant machete, but I just always liked Jason. And so yeah, so I got that. One Bit Monster on Instagram sent me this shirt for my birthday because my birthday was a couple weeks ago, and it has a Chandelure on it, who is one of my favorite ghost type Pokemon. I actually have one on my phone, like a little phone charm too. So Ghostfire is one of my favorite typings for Pokemon actually, and I really wish Vulpix was made into a Ghostfire because it would make sense like fable wise for it to be a Ghostfire, but you know, maybe we'll get one. I have another one of their shirts and I do like them. I've washed it a lot and it's good quality. It always starts off pretty soft and then stays soft, and I haven't had any issues with the print coming off or anything. And they do these really, really cool designs. They have a ton of different designs too, so I highly recommend them. I can link them if you want. Just send me a message on Instagram and I'll send you their profile. And I always get the stuff. It's packaged really cute. But yeah, so I got this. So I can't wait to wear it. I haven't worn it yet specifically because I wanted to do a video and talk about it before I did. So for now I can wear it. The last thing I'm going to talk about before I do my makeup is I got my new Crocs in. I actually got matching Crocs with Kiki. These are the Gengar Crocs. I've been really looking forward to getting these. Crocs is really good about whenever they do a collab, they usually actually do like the marketing on the box too. So like the Wednesday Crocs have a Wednesday box and everything. Otherwise, when you get a lot of the plain Crocs or even the Disney ones, I noticed they just come in bags, but a lot of the like special collabs come in special boxes. So that's kind of cute. These are also wrapped way better than a lot of the other Crocs that I've gotten from them because they actually came in bubble wrap. Sorry about the noise because I'm going to undo the bubble wrap. I should have pre-unwrapped them, but I did not. I usually do. I haven't opened mine, but we did open Kiki's because I wanted to make sure they fit. I'd gotten his a size up because he's obviously growing. I'm not, hopefully. And this is what they look like. Everybody can see what they look like. They're just the regular Crocs. And they have, you know, Gengar on it with very big Jibbit-like, but they're not actually Jibbits. They're glued on. I found that out with, I think, oh, these are actually Jibbits. These are actually Jibbits. So the Nightmare Before Christmas ones are actually glued on, but this is a Jibbit, so it actually like turns. The other ones are glued on, so whenever they fall off, I just glue them back on. But all of these feel like Jibbits. And something that I found out is they light up. I didn't know that they did this. I thought when they said light up, they meant glow in the dark because my other Nightmare Before Christmas ones glow in the dark. But these actually light up. So when Kiki put them on and they did that, he thought that was really, really cool. And the other one's got it. To me, this looks like a berry. I think it's supposed to be poison though, because Gengar is like a poison, you know, ghost. Anyway, so I wanted to show those off. I haven't even worn them yet. They're also just kind of like cool, and I kind of feel weird about wearing them because I don't want them to get all messed up. But anyway, so that was the stuff that I really wanted to show. Next time, maybe I'll stream upstairs so I can put together my Animal Crossing Lego kit and then show some of the stuff that I've made up there because I have put some stuff together. And so I'm trying to look at this to figure out how I'm going to do it. Like I said, my eye makeup I already did, and part of me doesn't really want to change it. So I'm kind of wondering if I'm just going to intensify it maybe to make it more scarier by adding eyeliner, because I didn't have eyeliner on today, and see if I can make it work that way. But first I'm going to try to just do the rest of it. I did get a new foundation that I want to try. It had good reviews for being a like a drugstore brand. This is the Milani Conceal Perfect, and I got it in porcelain, which was the lightest color that they had at the store. I haven't tried this brand for that concealers. I have used their lip products, but like it's just a lip product. The pump is kind of like weird shaped. I've never used one with that kind of pump, but usually I'm really lazy and I honestly take the whole pump out and I just like dump it into my hand, which is not how you're supposed to do stuff, but you know, that's how I tend to do things. So I already have makeup on. I really probably should take some of it off. Maybe I should just take it off around my under eye. I already have wipes over here because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing today. I mean, I don't usually know what I'm doing anyway, but hopefully I can just, I'm mostly just going to worry about my under eyes because I do have really dark under eyes. They're kind of like purple, which, I mean, is not an abnormal thing. I don't usually put concealer on or anything. I'm pretty boring when it comes to stuff like that. I don't really care that much. If I'm just going to work or whatever, I don't care. Like, who's gonna see me? Nobody. Don't care. But when I go out, I sometimes will put concealer on, but I don't usually put like full foundation or anything like that because it's just not something I care about. I don't really care when people see me in public, to be honest. I'm just, you know, nobody's gonna pay attention to me. I'm too, I don't know, unassuming, I guess. I just don't see myself as somebody that people are gonna be like paying that much attention to. Smell of this concealer is not horrible. It's not too strong. I was a little worried about that. Sometimes they're really, really gross. But I'd say it's pretty fine. I think the makeup wipes that I'm using are worse smelling than the concealer. And it is pretty light. I still haven't bought white concealer, which I keep saying I'm going to, and then I never do. Because this is, I think, a little bit too close to my actual skin color to be like a shade lighter, maybe a shade lighter. And I'm sorry, because again, since I'm blind, I do have to lean off camera to see. I haven't figured out a way to like set this up so that you can see my face better because my desk is so crowded. I should have Brandon look at it because he's like good at that kind of stuff, but usually when we come home, I'm like rushing because I have other stuff I have to do and I only have like an hour to myself. That's why I can't stream as much as I want. Otherwise, I'd be streaming probably every day after work, but I have to make time to do other stuff like dishes, laundry. But this weekend I should have time. Maybe I'll stream. I always try to stream on the weekends, but then like life just gets busy and I have things to do. But this weekend I might have time. I think Kiki's gonna stay at a grandparent's house for a little bit. He hasn't gotten to do that in a while because we did go on our trip. We went up north to Wisconsin. I've only been there once, but we didn't like do very much because it was kind of like a family thing going on. But this time we had a little bit more time. Like we still went to see family, but we had a little bit more free time to do some other stuff too. And so we went to Medieval Times, which is cool. And Kiki got to swim in a pool, which he'd never really done before because we don't really have pools in our area that are like good. So anyway, we're actually not going trick-or-treating. I thought about it, but it's a weeknight, which stinks. And it's rainy here, which also stinks. And we already went to 2 trunk-or-treats. And I love trunk-or-treats. I would have done those so much as a kid because they're so much more convenient. It's a lot more managed. It's less scary than like walking up to a stranger's house. So I'm kind of obsessed with trunk or treats right now. I'm really glad that the kid likes them. So I'm going to try to see if I can do the contouring that this person does. Like I said, I'm doing the makeup that I saw on a Doki Doki Panic Doki Doki Panic video, and my voice might hopefully not go, so I can try to do the best I can, but I'm just getting over the allergies because turns out I'm pretty allergic to the trees in Wisconsin, which isn't a huge surprise for me because I'm allergic to the trees like everywhere, but I don't know why I guess I thought it would be okay. Now I want my face to look a lot more bonier and kind of grosser, I guess. I don't know. My nose naturally has like a bump on it, which I know you can't really see. It's something that I kind of don't like, but I noticed that a lot of people have that bump, and I think a lot of people get it like taken off, like when they do surgery or whatever. But I'm not gonna have surgery because I'm too lazy, and I'm kind of like of the mind of not doing surgeries if I can help it because I don't want to get put under. The less I get put under, the better, because I'm always scared. And I hate getting put under. I've woke up every time I've been put under when I've been getting my teeth pulled and stuff, you know? And that really sucks. So I want my nose to look... Contouring is like literally the hardest thing ever. When I'm not using the right kind of brush. And I know a lot of people don't like fully brush out the nose contour, I guess, to make it look sharper, but I'm just like, I don't know. I want it. That looks mostly straight, I think. A lot of times I wind up just doing it with my finger because I'm lazy, and that's just the truth. I'm just lazy when it comes to makeup. Because some people, when they're like blending, gosh, they'll be blending for like ever, and I'm just like, I don't have the patience. I'm trying really hard to have the patience like they do, but gosh, I'm just like... But then other times I like see people on Instagram and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it looks pretty good, and then I zoom in and I realize that it's like filters or editing, or just like they just didn't do a zoom in, so you couldn't see that some of the stuff is just actually kind of rough looking, which is fine. Like, I'm all about it kind of having a rough look because I think it looks more natural that way, because it's more realistic. Like, super perfect makeup kind of freaks me out. I don't think I could ever do like high glam styled makeup because it's just too much, I guess. It's just not me. I know it looks good on people, but it makes it like always feels too pageanty for me, and I just can't. I don't know. I guess I just would have to get used to seeing it on my own face. I'm trying to deepen the way that spot looks, and Doki Doki Panic, I'm not sure what their gender is. They kind of go around their mouth, like to make the edges of their mouth really dark, and I'm going to do that even though it's going to probably make me look completely psychotic for a little bit, so that's fine. I've looked crazier. Maybe. I don't know. It's going to look like I have a mustache for a little bit until it gets finished. I'm going to do my best. I'm not sure. They make it look so easy, but I guess because I don't do makeup like consistently, it winds up being harder for me. Does it look like I have been drinking chocolate milk as a toddler? Right? Because it looks really goofy. Or maybe I look like, I can say this because I'm Latina, but like a little bit like a chola that doesn't know how to lip line. My sister one time did chola makeup on me. Like I said, my eyes are really bad. So I gone to see her at her apartment, and like when we were in college, and she was like, let me do your makeup. I just got a whole bunch of new makeup. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, whatever. I don't care. And she's really good at makeup. And she usually does like very like, you know, basic to me. Not, I won't say basic. I'd say non-alternative makeup. And so I was just like, yeah, go for it, like, whatever. Well, I think I want to make my face look bonier. But anyway, so like I said, I can't see. And so she totally took advantage of that and was doing my makeup. Because, like, we were in the bathroom together, but I couldn't see the mirror, so I couldn't really see what she was doing. And whenever we got done, she was, like, cracking up, her and my mom. And it was because she'd given me Chola makeup. And, of course, they sent pictures to my cousins because they thought it was funny. But I didn't notice because I can't see, even though, like, she had it on the... Like, I could have seen... If I could have seen my face, I should have been able to tell. But I can't see my face, so... She thought it was funny. My mom thought it was funny, and I think we sent some pictures to my cousins and my tias so that they could make fun of me too. I don't have a super great blend. I need to keep blending out so it's not such a harsh line here. I feel like maybe this foundation feels sticky compared to the other one that I'm used to, so it's not feeling quite the same. Maybe I'll use this bigger brush and just... I want to look kind of corpsey. I think there's a little bit of pink on here too, which isn't helping, but we're gonna go with it. I don't care. You know me. And I'll just kind of do the best I can. What are you guys doing for Halloween anyway? Are you guys going trick-or-treating? I've seen a lot more, like, older, like, adult people doing trick-or-treating lately. Like, teenagers for sure. Maybe people are just getting into the spirit of it. I love Halloween. I think I talked about it in one of my Instagram stories recently, but, like, growing up in the Midwest with, like, no alternative people, like, Halloween was, like, the one time a year I could, like, truly be myself. And, like, people would not say anything because it was so normal to be all dressed up and weird looking. So it wasn't like, oh, you look weird. Wear a COVID mask for Halloween. Did she draw your eyebrows on? Did I draw my eyebrows on? These are my natural eyebrows, if that's what you mean. You don't do anything for Halloween? You don't even watch stuff at home? With Halloween movies? I don't like some of the traditional Halloween movies. Like, I was never really into Hocus Pocus that much. Maybe that's weird. I feel like I need to give it another shot. I didn't like it as a kid, but maybe that's... Like, maybe I need to try again. Okay, people contour their foreheads, but I feel like it just makes it look weird. Clearly, I need more practice, but whatever. I guess it gives you some, like, dimension to your face. I don't know. I know I need to contour my chin because I have a prominent chin. I don't like it. And I'll probably wind up toning down my contour. We'll see. I kind of want to look like I got punched in the face, so it's fine. Oh, my sister. Yeah. So, I mean, this was a while ago. I mean, it's been like 10 years or whatever since I've been in college. So, like, when they did the Chola makeup, my eyebrows were a lot thinner than they are now. I let mine grow out because I like the more natural thickness of my brow. So back then, my brows were already pretty thin. So yeah, they were pretty stereotypical. And I look like my cousin. I have a cousin that used to dress a lot like that back then. I'm looking at the video again to see what I'm missing, which is mostly just knowing what to do. But anyway, so yeah, my brows were thin, you know, lip liner, all that. It looked crazy on me because it's not an aesthetic I've ever done before. I actually think that type of makeup is really cute. On some people, it just looks really, really good. It's just not, I don't know, maybe because I look more like white, It just doesn't look as good as on me. I don't know, sometimes people say they can tell that I'm Latina, but I like rarely hear that. Usually people can't tell and they're always shocked and they're like, "You're what?" I'm like, yeah, I'm half Mexican. Who would have thought? It's not a big deal, I guess. I don't know. I grew up in Texas for a long time and then we moved up here and I've been here ever since. So Doki Doki Panic does like black on the corners. I'm kind of blending out a little. And then I'm trying to see, like I said, their eye makeup is completely different, but since I already have some shadow on, I'm going to change it a little just because I don't want to redo all of it. And they went a lot heavier on the mouth contour. I think I need to put more black on my lips and then, okay. I'm figuring it out, guys. Guys and girls, I have a little bit of time. And it won't be as good as them. They make it look really easy, but a lot of it I just need to keep practicing. I know I talk about that like every time. I get like in my own feels about it and then I don't keep practicing. I'll get stressed out at work and then I don't feel like coming home and doing makeup, even though I know it's going to be fun because I enjoy it. Hopefully I'll have enough time to take pictures. But like I said, it's kind of rainy out here, so with my luck, it'll probably start raining again. It's been really windy. You might even hear it sometimes. Like I can hear it right now. Pretty strong. Do you have a COVID mask around? I mean, probably. I don't know. I'm not going to look for one right now. Maybe it's kind of blurry. Maybe it's blended a little better. I still wear masks when I'm sick. I kind of like that. I mean, they do that in a lot of Asian countries, and I think that's really smart. I have a lot of friends that are immunocompromised, so I try to be smart if I'm sick. It's just hard because I get allergies so easy. Since I'm allergic to the whole entire world. I'm going to use I think it's this one, my Girl Cult lipstick. You can order one, it'll go with my look. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm really boring. We live like 25 minutes from a city. So we're going to have a bonfire just like my parents and B and me. Assuming it's not raining by the time we want to have it. And I'm going to just... The thing I like about the Girl Cult lipstick stuff, liquid lipstick that comes in this kind of bottle, is that it's very blendable. It kind of feels more like a thick eyeshadow, like a liquid eyeshadow. But it is drying. It's not as like wet feeling. Okay. It kind of is okay. I haven't added all the lines and stuff. I think I went darker than the way the Doki Doki Panic says, but that's a habit. Did I put one on for 5 minutes? No, I don't have 5 minutes to go look for stuff. Sorry. I only have 1 hour to myself after work, so I have to do my makeup because it makes me happy. Okay, I have... One of these is new. It's not this one. So this is the part that always trips me up whenever I do it. Maybe I'm going to blot some of it off. Is the little lines, because my hand is really heavy and I tend to like make the lines too thick. I think I went too heavy on my dark lip. We'll see if I like it. I might not. And they literally just draw lines. This is the part I always mess up on. It's so scary. maybe I'll do better this time. It's so hard to see my own face. I'm so sorry. I'm so blind. Like one day maybe, I don't even want to get my eyes fixed. I saw like some horror stories about people that like went and got LASIK done, but I've seen other people say it's like really good. So I think with my luck, I probably would have a bad time, but maybe not. Oops. Oh, thick there. Sorry, it's hard to talk while I'm doing this part. I think it's kind of coming out okay. It's not like horrible. Hardest part of when I do makeup like this is always trying to get it all off since I'm on a time crunch. But that's what I get. They actually do less on the upper lip. So I'll do less as well. I don't know. It's not too bad, right? I don't hate it so far. That means I'm probably going to mess it up. Every time that I've had that where I like don't hate it, I usually wind up doing something like really funky and it like turns out weird. But so far I don't hate it. And my lips are like significantly darker. I should have done like a red and then just done black in the middle, because when I added the shadow, I always have a tendency to go too heavy-handed. Hey, Scott. I kind of started doing makeup. Oh, you missed my shoes. I'll grab them again because I want you to see them. And my shirt. Jordy's here too, and so I'll show it off again. This is the shirt that I got for my birthday. If you go to One Bit Monster on Instagram, you can get more shirts like this. Not sponsored, this was a birthday present. But I have another one that has like the tower from Lavender Town on it, and it's got little ghosts flying around. But there's a lot of other really cool shirts. And I think they also make like shoes and sweatpants and like tons of different stuff with the art that they draw, which is really cool. And the other thing I really want to show you, Scott, is my new Crocs, because I got the Gengar ones. And I didn't know, but they actually, let's see, they light up. I thought when it said light up, it meant glow in the dark, not like a light up shoe. I've never had light up shoes. My parents didn't let me have those growing up. So I finally got them, and they're Jibbitz, so these actually like move. The Nightmare Before Christmas ones are glued on, so I thought they'd be glued on. Anyway, I'm kind of excited about that if you couldn't tell, because if anyone knows me, they know that I live in Crocs. My neuropathy is really, really bad, and so a lot of times it feels like my feet are boiling. So one thing that I can do is I can wear Crocs instead, and I don't really have that feeling as bad. I'm just going to add a little bit more thin lines with this thinner one. And it should be fine. I don't want to overdo it because I always overdo it and then it looks like crap. But I think it's looking okay. I know that my lighting and everything's bad. Forgive me. And I'm sorry I keep having a lean. You guys already know I'm blind. So I think this is my new one, because I have like 4 of them now because I want to use them all up. And the eyeliner that they do is like super heavy. I'm probably going to do my eyeliner again and then go back over it. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and do like this bloody, you can't see it, but there's like a bloody eye kind of thing going on here. And I think I'm going to just do that because why not? The shoes are cool, right? They also had a Charizard and a Jigglypuff and a Snorlax one, and they actually sold out really fast. I was surprised that they had my size, honestly, because I have a very basic size, and I was surprised, like, on the kid ones, they had, like, almost none left, and I just got lucky that they still had Kiki size, because he, like, really, really wanted... I'm gonna do Droopy Eyes, I think. Should I do Droopy Eyes? Go out a little bit, and then I'm gonna go below my actual lash line. Like, I'm going below where I would actually, so I can try to change the shape of my eye. I'll try to fill that part in a little bit, I'm hoping, if I don't mess it up. I have pretty bad tremors most of the time, so I'm trying to do this as fast as I can. If I do it in longer swoops, I don't have as much of a chance to mess it up. And then I just can go back in and fill it in. Filling it in is better to me than having to draw it like fresh. I think I did pretty decent considering. My eyes also have a horrible tendency to water really bad, and I got that from my mom. I noticed that her eyes water so crazy, and I never really thought about it before. She just always had them like that, but of course I'm going to inherit something like that because that's just the way it is. I'm going to put thicker on my top lid, reminding me of my emo days. I saw people posting about that today too. Like, I don't know, I guess it comes up sometimes where people are like, oh, you guys don't get bullied as much as I did as an elder emo, like when I was growing up, which is totally true. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's way more accepted now. Not that kids don't get bullied though, because kids are just, anytime you do anything different, you're gonna probably have people bully you. But it's definitely better than it used to be. But I also think elder emos like take too much like joy in knowing that we got bullied more, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Because let me tell you, it was not freaking fun. Like, I lived it, and it was not fun to be one of those people like that got bullied a lot. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this thing that they did. And I'm worried because, like I said, usually when I start trying to make it really cool, that means that I'm going to mess it up at any time. So we're going to see what happens because I have only a little bit of time left to do this right. So the lash line, I have white right now. I'm going to fill it in with white. I'm actually going to try to pack red on top of it to make me look more tired and like unalived, I guess. And I'm going to try to fill in a little bit more in this area where I didn't put my, let's see, so it kind of opens up maybe my eye, makes it a little bit different shape maybe. Scott, do you play Stardew Valley? I can't remember because we're gonna get the 1.6 console patch soon and I'm super excited about it, which means I'll be playing a lot of that again. It's been a while since I've played a lot of Stardew Valley because I've been playing Animal Crossing again actually, which is kind of a surprise to me. But I wanted something like thoughtless while I was going on vacation that I wouldn't have to like be super, you know, so I can stop if we're in the car and stuff like that. And so I was like, oh, well, I'll just play that again because that's a game you can like pick up, put down, and you're not like stuck in the middle of a fight or, you know, a boss battle or anything. So I was like, oh, that should be easy. So I've been playing that, which is fun. Like, it wasn't like I didn't like it. I just don't like this Animal Crossing as much as I liked the old one for the like 3DS. So I'm ready for the patch to come out. So I have something that I enjoy. I think that kind of worked. Did it make it look more red? Just hit me in the back. was a ghost. Just kidding. Something probably just fell off my chair because it's messy. I should tell ghost stories. I always say I'm going to, and I never do. I have tons of them. You can't, I don't know. It's mind-blowing to me that there's people that like exist that haven't had like a ghostly experience. I know that there's people out there that are like that though, because he's one of them. Well, I guess we had the one at the state pen. He actually did. Okay, I got some in my eye. That was stupid. Your feet get hot, mine get cold. Mine get hot. So like part of my neuropathy problem, which is a neurological thing, is that my skin feels like it's boiling a lot of the time, and it's the worst in my hands and feet. So like I have to have a fan running all night pointed at my legs, and sometimes it'll just start to feel like I'm dying because my neuropathy is like flared up so bad. Okay, she did. I'm saying she, I'm assuming bad. Doki Doki did like another line. I don't have the same under eye as them because they have different eye shape than I do. So I'm just gonna do this as best as I can. And it'll be fine because like you guys already know I really don't care that much. I'm pretty boring. Let's see. They kind of like went in after that with a black, it looks like, to make it look deeper, and then they did like the same thing. They did like red, I guess it's supposed to be blood, kind of coming down, and then they went over it again in black to kind of give it more definition, is what I'm assuming. So that's what we're doing, even though I don't know if that's 100% true, but I just make stuff up half the time anyway. But going back to my feet boiling, yes, and that's why I wear Crocs, because Crocs are easy, they ventilate really well, so I enjoy that about them. A lot of shoes are too tight, and so they like exacerbate my neuropathy. So like as much as I love Vans, I can only wear them if I'm doing like short trips in them, because otherwise my neuropathy will flare up really bad and I have to take my shoes off in the car because I like can't stand it anymore, which is really unfortunate because like I said, I've been wearing Vans since I was very young. I can't really see that far away. Like me being this far from the mirror is less than a foot and I can't really see my face entirely, so this is difficult, but we're just gonna keep doing our best. It kind of looks almost fine. It'll be fine. All I can do is my best, and worst case scenario, I can do what Soul Ranger said and just put a mask on. And then I won't have to worry about it at all. Maybe I should use a deeper red. I don't know. I'm going to just use one of these. I want the thinner one. The lash one. What did I do with it? Oh. I think the lash one's got like a thinner brush to it. Sorry, I keep having to check and make sure you guys didn't say anything because I don't want to ignore you guys, but I just can't see. Probably maybe add some like eyeshadow. I don't know. Oh, I missed where the red was in that one. Which is what happens when you can't see what you're doing. It's fine. Maybe you can pack more red. That's not red, that's black. That's not even because I can't see, that's just because I'm a doofus. I'm so used to using my fingers, it feels weird to use brushes, and I don't always like it. I'm just gonna pack more on. Just gonna go for it. Who cares? And I'll pack more on the top too. Most of it's probably come off because I was stressed out at work, so I kept having to rub my face because I was trying to not pull my own hair out. One day maybe I'll be able to be a writer and I can just stay home and write all day. That would be like the optimal thing. I can't see. Oh, that was the wrong color red. Bummer. Stuck with it now. I can't tell if I like it. I don't think I do. And part of me thinks I have enough time to fix it, but I don't know if I do. But I don't like the eye makeup. So I'm going to do something super crazy and I'm going to take it off. Most of it. I'm going to take off just this part. I think I have time. I just didn't like how it looked. Don't you hate when that happens? I don't hate the shape of the eye that I made though, so I'm going to keep that. And I'm just going to do something different down here. I kind of wish I hadn't made the end part of my eye red now because it's not going to match. So that's going to just have to stay how it is because that's not fixable. I'm not taking all of it off. I think I got it off. And we'll just go back in with concealer again. It'll be fine. I've done worse makeup, to be completely honest. I actually think this would look, this is kind of similar to what I did with my blue. I did a blue look like this one time, and I really liked it. But again, that day, I also had messed up my eye makeup, and that was what had made me mad with it. And so, of course, that's what I'm doing again today, which is totally normal for me, on par for the course. Momo tends to mess up eye makeup. Can't go too. I'm gonna also put more there to kind of. It'll be fine. I just leave my eyes more simple. But that just seems like a waste. I don't want to go into my contour too much because I want to look like I have a bad contour. I want it to look harsh. So I don't want to go too much onto it. I don't know. I need to just practice more, you know, so that I know what I'm doing. But I don't know. I haven't just had as much time. And it's hard when I have shaky hands and I have 1,000 other things wrong. I'm just going to put this here because I don't want to waste it. It'll be fine. Well, considering that I did a different eye look, I'm not really sure. I don't really know. I guess I could just go heavier on the red under maybe. And I could do something similar to this, but down and out. And that might work. Everybody's got like so many different things that they've done. And they went over on the top lid too, which does look really cool, but it's like a completely different like aesthetic. And they put lashes on the bottom, which I'm not going to do. So I'm going to just make something up, which is scary. We're going to, I think I am. I'm just going to put more squiggles going for my eyeballs because I did okay on that before. And I'm going to just try not to make it too heavy and like crazy. Maybe it'll look like I'm exploding with energy or something. Probably will look like I'm just exploding with, I don't know, not energy though. It's not horrible yet. I think It'll be fine. I'm just gonna wash it all off in a second anyway. Are you doing anything fun for Halloween, Scott? What were some of my costumes growing up? I remember one time my mom had my sister and I matched, and we were Mickey and Minnie, and my sister was like really mad because she had to be Mickey. Which was not my decision. That was my mom's decision. I think it was just because I was taller and the dress that we had fit me better. My mom used to hand make all our costumes. So like one year my sister was a leopard and she bought like a sweatsuit and then just like hand sewed like spots onto it. And I know one year I was a witch, but like my mom never let us buy costumes because we were broke back then. Pretty bad, and so she made me a witch costume from like stuff we found at like the flea market and resale shops that are local. I was the Bride of Frankenstein one time. That was cool, and I made that costume too. And my sister had a really cool costume one year where she was one of the Three Musketeers and her friends dressed up like the other Musketeers. The unfortunate thing is she's no longer friends with any of those people. But I mean, that happens. You just like grow apart, right? I'm going to be nice and not say that they were bad or anything. Just, you know, getting older or whatever. I'm going to say that's what it was. I don't think that turned out bad. It's not horrible. I wish I put more red on my lips, but I'm really scared to mess that up. You know, like I think I'm going to, but then like I want to. And then I also remember like life is like so short. Like why wouldn't I just try, right? Shouldn't I just try? Because I want some more red in there. Since I put red up here, like wouldn't it make sense to have red down here? I'm gonna mess it up though, and I like the way it looks right now. Yeah, I think if I put I think I need to stop myself. Because I think that's a bad idea. Did you guys have costumes that you guys wore as kids that were like your favorite costumes? I can't remember like my favorite though. I'm trying to think of something, but I can't. I think I'm going to use these lashes because I want to put lashes on. They might even be the lashes I used the last time I did this. And I actually remembered to buy lash glue. I was going to use this to make a sparkle, but I don't know if I need to because I kind of just like it being plain. I kind of wish I would do more. I don't know. I'm going to start overthinking it and then I'm going to wind up messing it up because that's what I usually do. But I want it to be intense, you know? And my eyeshadows kind of come off because of, you know, like I said, I did this makeup partly for work. So I'm just going to go over it a little. I need to go a little higher. I have semi-lightly hooded eyes, I guess you would say. They're not like as hooded as some people. I have like some lid, but not like a ton. I looked up and I didn't look up in the right direction because I am blind. I looked like way over here, which I should know where the camera is. That doesn't even have anything to do with being blind. I'm going to put some of this on the bottom. It just feels weird not having that shape. I'm so used to it. What an old person. Such a millennial. It just feels weird not to have like it smoked out a little bit. It's not necessary. But I need to have some kind of makeup done today because I didn't do anything and it's Halloween, which is my favorite holiday, and there I was just not doing anything. I was just too tired to do it for work. I was going to dress up for work and just wear basically normal clothes, but like for people at work, that would be like super Halloween. Like one year I dressed up in normal clothes and they took pictures of me for the costume contest and I was like, this is just what I wear. And they were like, well, you're dressed up for us, so you can still apply to be in the costume contest. And I was like, okay. But like everybody else is dressed up like monsters and stuff, and I'm just like wearing normal clothes. So like it's not comparable in my opinion. And no, I didn't win, but I was also a manager, so I told them like I'm not, even if I did win, I wouldn't want to win because it's supposed to be like morale building for your team to be entered into contests and stuff. So like if I won, I just felt like that would be really weird. So I was like, yeah, I'll let you take pictures, but like I'm not in the contest, you know? My voice is handled better than I thought. I should do my brows really fast while I'm doing this. I could make my brows look funky, but they already kind of do. So like, let's get the red off of this. I know I used to be like super sensitive about my eyebrows. I used to get make fun of for them when I was in school because I get like the unibrow. I have really dark hair because I'm Latina, and so it would look very, you know, dark. And I used to have a kid that would always make fun of my mustache because I get dark hair there too. And of course, this was the 2000s, back when I was in school. So like, we plucked all of our eyebrows out, so they were like super duper thin. It took me forever to grow them back. And of course, now I want to shave them off. But I'm not going to because I remember how long it took for me to grow my brows back the last time. Now I barely even pluck them because I'm so scared that I'm going to like overdo it. And it's going to be the 2000s all over again. And that's like the last thing that I want. We just had them so thin, man. Like, what were we thinking, you know? Try to fling that a little. It's always so harsh when I do my makeup. I can't help it. Harsh lines and like drama is kind of like my thing, you know? I can't have a little bit of red on the bottom. It just seems like it's a waste. Better hurry or my glue's gonna dry. Just a little bit of red. Right? Just a little bit. Just a hint. Just enough to make me look a little tired. More tired. That's all. Good enough. Check my messages. Oh, you got work tonight? But you don't have to go to work till after like the store's closed, right? So like at least won't be hopefully as crazy. My friend in California said that was like crazy the last couple of days, and they've been having to like, I guess they had to work overtime the other day because it's so crazy. Just because I guess everybody's trying to get ready for today. Why does everybody put everything off to the last minute? I say as if I don't do the same thing. I think these brows or these eyelashes were a little bit too dramatic. I don't know how people wear these all day. They're stronger people than me. I couldn't. I can barely wear makeup for more than 15 minutes without feeling like I need to pull my skin off. So I'm gonna make this a little more dramatic and go lower. Maybe I'll do clown makeup tomorrow or this weekend or something. I'm obsessed with clown makeup. I can't help it. It just looks so cute. Like, how could you not love clown makeup, right? Speaking of, if I don't have a little bit of red on my nose, I gotta look a little bit like a clown, right? It just looks cuter when you're a clown. Looks like I'm sick. It's probably fine, right? The hair always changes the entire look. My hair is getting crazy. I missed my hair appointment that I was supposed to have recently because I'd gotten a promotion at work, so I couldn't take off. And so my roots are like insane, and my hair's like, my bangs, obviously I've had bangs forever, and now they're like too long. And I'm talking myself out of cutting them because I know if I cut it myself, I'm just gonna mess it up. And that's a real bummer. Okay, well, I think that's as good as this is gonna get. Let's set that to the side and let's make a decision on if this was good enough. This is not as good as Doki Doki Panic was. So I'm going to... I think I did better with the little fracture marks than I usually do. So that's good. I'm looking at myself on my phone because I can see myself a little bit better that way. My contour is still not the best, but it's acceptable, I suppose. I did okay contour around my mouth. I think that looks really silly at first, but now that you have like the black on it too, it kind of does make sense why you go over the brown first. So I guess it's not bad, but I do need to hurry and take my pictures because I got 15 whole minutes. So anyway, I'm going to go now then and take my pictures really fast, and then I will try to stream maybe sometime soon, and I'll probably just be streaming and putting together Legos, so it'll be mostly just chatting and watching me click bricks together. But yeah, that's all I have, and thank you for everybody who stopped by to say hi. I appreciate it.